Um, you have a very impressive launch with your young men,
Thank you.
and I want you to tell me, have you seen a difference in them in the past 2 years? Because you've been doing that for 2 years.
Yes.
Have you seen any growth in them based on what you've been doing just through the launch?
Yeah, especially with the eighth graders, who were seventh graders here last year. I mean, they bought into the launch. They believe that they have an amazing brain. But just the way that they're conducting themselves, it's like they're almost not even in the building because they know what we expect of them. They've been through there. And also, just by looking at the sixth and the seventh graders, they are looking at the eighth grade. The eighth graders bought into it, and you can just see by the launch, Jamon Davis was just a sixth grade student, and he came into the launch. So the kids are really buying into the launch, and that just sets the tempo throughout the day, and even the staff. Staff has bought into the launch. It's just an amazing thing, and even though I get tired sometimes in the morning, but when I get that launch, it just sets me off.
Okay.
It's a good thing, and there has been some improvement, and also in the sixth grade. The sixth grade came in, they were acting like sixth grade students, but now you can see them with the maturity sets in. Everything we try to do here is all positive.
This was a nice assembly for the character traits, and I know you emphasize character. Like I said, you've been doing it the past 2 years. See the different posters up on your wall and stuff like that. Is that carried over to your staff?
Oh yeah.
Tell me what your staff does to reinforce what you're doing with the character traits.
It's funny you said that. Ms. Lewinsky, our sixth grade teacher, she had the students write essays on what they thought respect was. And I was reading some of them. If I had more time, I would have read a couple of them today during our morning meeting. I might do that. But the teachers reinforce that every time. When we put thumbs up, I mean, that's alpha 1, alpha 2. That's a sign of respect for the teacher. Now, some of the teachers, all they're doing now is just, putting their thumbs up in the classroom. And one of the things we do here is that we rather have an inside voice than an outside voice, and that includes the students and the teachers. So instead of the teachers yelling sometimes, all we do is just universal. We put our thumbs up, the kids put their thumbs up, and they know that thumbs up, mouths are closed. And also with that, it's funny that we're starting to have principals of the day. Those students coming in shirt and tie. And those students that are in the classroom, some of those students, when it gets too loud in the classroom, those students that are principal of the day, they put their thumbs up, and all the kids follow along. So it's just catching on. It's just catching on, and that's a form of respect. This month is responsibility. Thumbs up. You got a responsibility to put your thumbs up, mouths closed, so we can quiet down.
What about in terms of the other, conduct in the building? Have you seen any decrease in DRFs and fights? And
oh, definitely. Even with the teachers writing disciplinary referral forms, our eighth grade teachers, they develop a form where it's behave in and behave out, part of the flipping. And all the eighth grade teachers are using that. And what they do, instead of writing on a DRF, they'll put it on this behave in, behave out form, and they'll just bring it to us. And then we'll talk about it. But the teacher talked about it with the child before they sent it to the office. And then all we put on there what our response is, and the kid has to write down what their response is going to be to behave back into the classroom. And so when they go back into the classroom, the teacher sees this, and the teacher accepts that, and the kid is back in the classroom. So that cuts down on the DRS. So teachers are buying into flipping training, everything dealing with relationships. And we also say relationships. And we're starting to see it work here.
thank you.
Okay, well.